Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate the support. We got Tactical Man in the house right here. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. There's going to be linked down below, and support his channel because he's awesome and his beer is epic. Really epic. So we're going to talk about concealed carry. We're going to talk about some of the critical mistakes that we have seen, some of the mistakes that we have made ourselves. We're just going to have a discussion. Again, this is just a discussion. If you want to add up anything, put comments down below and continue the conversation. Definitely check out the sponsors. They're going to be linked down below as well. Those guys are fantastic and they help me do videos like this. So what's up, man? How you doing?
How's it going?
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Good, good. Actually, you're the first guy that comes here to the JH6
JH6
compound.
compound.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
you're the
impressive
first guy.
compound.
What do you think about it?
It's impressive.
It's impressive. I
It's
think it
impressive.
is. I like the Eagle Glove and Anchor back here,
Yeah, on
and
the flag.
one back there,
One over there.
and one over there. So,
Wow.
okay, so some of the mistakes that we have seen in the past, specifically me, is, and I talked about some guys about this, is just really getting a gun because a gun is cool. And I totally get it, a gun is cool. But some people just think that, oh, I got a gun and that's it. And they fail to understand the laws. They fail to do any training. They fail to getting equipment. They fail to do anything else other than they go to a place and they buy a gun. And typically it's the cheapest one that they see because the salesman is going to be like, this is the best gun ever. And by the way, it's $200. And people are going to buy it. So let's just first talk about not understanding the laws. Any thoughts on that?
There's so many laws that you could spend an eternity studying them and trying to make sense of the language itself. But you do definitely need to take some kind of class. Like here in the state of Florida, I don't know how it is elsewhere.
Yep.
But when you do your concealed carry class, they go over the gist of the laws of carrying and where you can, where you can't. And that goes in with a little bit of training and kind of helps you out. Like when I took my class, it was 4 hours long, and like 3.5 hours was what you can and can't do with your firearm, where you can and can't go with it, and then 30 minutes of shooting, proving how to shoot.
Which is kind of important because you could go to jail.
Oh yeah.
Like you do the wrong thing, you go to jail. I mean, that's just how it is. And not knowing is not going to be an excuse. Cops don't, you break the law, you're going to go to jail.
Yep.
I mean, so really, one of the things that I say people all the time, go to the online, the website for the state.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information there, specifically when you go from one state to another one. I got my my boss. We were talking about it today. He's going to go to Missouri. His kid is finished Army training boot camp, so big hooah to him. And again, he's going to be traveling, so there's going to be some regulations that they got to follow and all that stuff. And the website has a lot of information, specifically, like states that they recognize your license and all that stuff.
Even with reciprocity, though, there's still different laws in those states. Just because they accept your concealed carry permit from your state of Florida, they might not let you go into church with a firearm in that state. They might not let you go to a movie theater in that state. So, and where here in the state of Florida, it's not against the law. If a company has a sign out, it's not against the law. They can kick you out. That's all they can do is say for you to leave. But if you don't leave, then they can get you for trespassing.
Trespassing.
Another state that might actually be law. So even if it's reciprocity, you need to look into that, especially if you're traveling.
Yeah, you really need to look into that because I mean, not knowing it is just not an excuse. But
getting the firearm it's more than just getting it to defend yourself and your family. That's a big thing, but it's also a lifestyle, and it's also a huge responsibility you got to take.
Yeah.
You don't just get a car and not know the laws with your car. It's a huge responsibility. You got to know the laws.
I mean, it's not. I mean, by no means we're lawyers or anything like that, but you got to have an understanding of what you're doing with that gun.
Yes.
Because you could get in a lot of trouble very freaking quick.
You might think you'd be in the right, and I hear the saying a lot of I'd rather be judged by 6 than 6 feet deep or buried by 6. Yeah, obviously I'd much rather be alive, but man, those 6 can go the wrong way.
I know, and I make that comment. I have made that comment in the past. I say, you know what? I get that comment, but at the same time, just by you knowing, just applying common sense and knowing the law, you could get out of being judged by 12.
Yeah, judged by 12 and covered by 6,
Yeah,
whatever it
buried
is.
by 6 or whatever. So
Very good.
here's another thing. Let's go back to training, not training. Let's go back to buying the first gun. And actually, we're gonna do a video just related for that. But people buy the wrong gun for concealed carry all the time.
Yeah.
You know, people think this like they see somebody carrying a Glock 19 with a RMR, tactical man,
I
and
don't
then
carry that. I don't carry it.
and then people be like, well, maybe I want to carry that, and in all reality, they're not motivated to do that. You got to be motivated to carry a full size pistol.
Well, that's a compact. A G19 is compact,
Right,
but
right,
you
right.
still got to be motivated. It's definitely bigger than the 43, where you can just
Way
stick that in
bigger.
your pocket and go on with your day.
So I mean, I remember at the beginning, I used to carry a Glock 17, and I pimped that out for like months and months and months. And then one day, I guess I lost that motivation, and I was like, dude, I'm done
You
doing
got to
this.
be motivated. You got to have your reasons.
Yeah.
For what pistol you pick, but your first pistol shouldn't be for concealed carry. Shouldn't be a full size.
Right, right,
If
right.
you've never carried anything before, just the comfort in itself is not. It's going to deter you from it.
Yeah.
And
But
if you buy too small, then the first time you shoot it, the snappiness of the tiny little pocket wonder pistol you got could deter you from that as well. So just try to find a happy medium.
you just gotta you gotta find a gun that you're gonna carry.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's not about someone would put a comment like, well, you know, a full size pistol or a compact pistol is better than the Glock 43. You know, Glock 19 is better than the Glock 43. Got it. You know, you have more rounds, probably better, easier to shoot, all that stuff. Got it. But it's gonna be like what that person is gonna carry.
Are they going to carry it?
Exactly. That's what I go back to.
Are they going to carry it?
You know, you have the best pistol, but you're not going to carry it. You're going to carry a little. It's like doing training with the pistol that you don't carry.
Yeah.
I take my Glock 17 to the range all the time. Dude, you don't use the Glock 17. Take the gun to the range that you use.
You're using, yeah.
So, okay. So, what about equipment? And I put this note here.
The equipment one. I was thinking about that when you brought it up in the beginning, where they go to the store and they buy the wrong gun, the cheap $200 gun, and they say to the salesman, "Hey, I need a holster," and they refer them to the Uncle Mike's special cloth holster,
And we all
and
done
they
it.
buy that, and I made that mistake too.
We all done it.
We've all bought the Uncle Mike's holster. I actually still have 2 of them unopened in one of my cabinets. Yes, I said that. Still have them. But those holsters suck. There's no retention. There's no reholstering in them. They're easy on and off, but they just suck. You can actually depress the trigger on certain firearms in them because it's cloth. That's all it is. It's cloth and nylon. But the Uncle Mike's holster, that's part of the equipment. That's just when you go and you don't know and you don't do your research, your due diligence, and you go into the gun store, you buy that $200 Jennings.
Yep.
No, not Jennings. It's a Jimenez.
Jimenez?
The Jimenez arms.
The Jimenez is special?
Yeah, man. Made in Miami.
Made in Miami? By a guy last name Jimenez?
I don't know. I don't know anything about the company. I see it a lot at the gun shows. Little pocket 380s.
Yeah, I seen him. I seen him.
But you go and you buy that because it's cheap, and then you buy the $10 Uncle Mike's holster, and you think you're set up.
And you're not really set up.
No. I mean, one can argue it's better than nothing, which...
Yeah.
But that mentality has got... I mean, I don't know where I stand on that. Something
obviously there's some guns better than others.
Yeah.
And I think that everybody's going to make mistakes because everyone is going to buy guns. And I mean, we go through holsters and firearms waiting to find that perfect one.
Yep.
And the perfect one still changes. But I think you need a good holster. You need a respectable firearm with a respectable caliber. You need a good belt. You know, I'm still
belt's where it's at. You could have the best holster on the planet, and if your belt is garbage,
right, I'm still carrying my flashlight that I had all day at work. But a lot of the guys, they don't put that in the equation. It's like I saved $300 to get a gun, and then I don't have enough money to buy the rest, which is okay. We're not rich.
No.
But I think that if we plan properly and we make sure that we have, we maybe do a gear list on the things that we need. There are some good prices out, some good gear out there at a good price. Like I wear a $35 concealed carry, gun belt that is fantastic. There are some good holsters like Bravo Concealment, the torching holster, $50. Yep. I mean, that's just, or 45. That's just fantastic. And I mean, there is some good gear out there that you don't really have to be rich.
Affordable.
Yeah, affordable
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
Affordable gear.
I mean, buying a gun, you could get a decent gun for decent money
Yeah.
and decent gear.
Yeah, I agree with that, especially with the guns. Like, okay, say a high point's $200, a Jimenez Arms is $200.
Hmm.
Well, right now for $360, you can get an M&P 2.0.
Oh yeah, that's the deal of
So
2018.
I know people's budgets are tight. You
Yeah.
know, pay kind of sucks out there nowadays
Hmm.
and stuff like that. And I understand that. I truly understand. But if you budget properly, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
And I would much rather personally get the better quality firearm.
Yeah. And I mean, really, no one can tell us anything because we work like crazy.
Yeah.
So we just like you guys, we work all the time.
All the time.
So
All the time.
we not like we don't make a ton of money out of YouTube and all that crap.
Yeah.
We work every single day.
Yep.
So, but all right, anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's probably
We're pretty good. Make
we're
sure you
probably
check out.
we're pretty good on that. Yeah.
You feel pretty good.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel good. Yeah. Yeah, I see myself.
Make sure you check out Tactical Man. There's going to be a link down below. And as always, God is in control.